touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Complete.
Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Gurley.
29-yard line.
Oh, refusing to go down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 81 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Ryan.
48-yard line.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Ryan.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
25 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Again, the ball
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of 5.
Second and 5.
Second and 5.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 47-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Michael Gallup. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 10, Falcons 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Now a draw play for Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Ryan's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Falcons 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan looking for the end zone.
Ryan's pass.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Falcons 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
That's good.
Well, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw.
At the Falcons.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now.
Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And
from the gun, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst.
Ryan's pass.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
39-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action now. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Elliott. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The quarterback taking.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Elliott, toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Ezekiel.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
He's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
First down.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 44.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Atlanta.
Ryan will throw again. This one caught by Ridley.
Ryan's pass.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again, Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Steps away to his left. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brings up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Keelan Cole, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Miles Sanders, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over first.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Made by Dante Fowler. No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
It's a gain of 9.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. 29 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they run with Gurley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Schultz, incomplete. Jamonte Casey on the coverage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
The pass.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
36-yard line.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
10 at the 22-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
6.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, here's Hall. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Falcons send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Falcons 6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Falcons ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ryan's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Todd Gurley.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Gurley again here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
To Todd Gurley.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Here we go. Slam.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
55. Falcons 9.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
He's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 60.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense. They ain't on our side.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch safety 3.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Ryan's pass.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Cowboy. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.